G-Finity's going on, but it don't matter. We got a 5K. It's Mr. Xbox the Don. We got DT versus XGN. DT been whooping XGN all game long this far. Actually, it hasn't been too much of a whooping. The hard point is close. S&D was game 11. It hasn't been that much of a battle, but it's going to be DT up here in the uplink right off the bat. First thing I look at, former Baker 5-1. Stringo on a 3 streak, has the drone. He's going to pass it to his teammate. Looks like they're going to get a 2-point score. Got 4-0 here, Fox.
Vicious just dunked it right in the face of 2 different XGN players. That's going to be 4-0 in favor of DT, and they're already getting the drone right off the reset. Someone is in range to get another 1-point play. 2 XGN
He's running directly behind the opposing team.
Nobody even looked. Not one person took a glance at the objective.
That's unbelievable. The fact that the drone could be directly behind 2 people who spawned. Who was that? Anyway, fantastic plays coming out of DTs. They go 5-0 here. 3 minutes and change to go here in the first half. Gonna be looking to see if XGN can get some points on the board. Colchan gonna try and play some drone D. He's gonna get taken out. Looks like Farmer Baker gonna pick up that drone, go towards the mid street. He has a player directly in front of him. Teammates have that great support around him. Gonna try and bring the drone out. Felony picking up a nice 2-piece, but it's fearsome coming down back alley. Slid straight past the drone, elected not to pick it up. Going to go in favor to XGN as they're going to need to make a big play here, Fox.
Yeah, and we're seeing Pac-Man. He's got 2 players behind him as he tries to go through school. No one, he should have had an escort there. Instead, he was the one leading the charge. That's going to result in Vicious picking up the easy 2-piece. I think we're just seeing DT just honestly playing this so much better than XGN. They're on the worst side, and they've played that bad side just so well. And XGN has already made 2 mistakes. Just had 2 points scored right in their face.
I mean, XGN really hasn't had the drone to really even make a comeback attempt. It's been all DT. So you see XGN trying to move over towards garage to get some school control, which is exactly what they would need to make that comeback, right? They would need to get at least 2 dunks through school. See 3 kills come in the kill feed. They should be able to power this one through school. Felony with the drone. Gonna have 2 blockers leading him. It's gonna be Pac-Man in front. Pac-Man taken out by Ben Fearsome. Let's see. They can get this drone through. They're gonna get it in for 2. So a big play right there from Felony and crew. They're trying to bring this one back here in the first half.
Yeah, Felony almost picking up that kill after his score, but he was immediately taken out. That's going to be 2 dead for XGN. Pac-Man, the only player alive around the drone, but now actually there's going to be 1 more around the drone. It's going to be BL-Fire, who is able to kill the drone carrier, take the drone into his own hands and run it through school, but he is alone, running face first into this DT spawn. He's going to get it intercepted, and then we're going to see DT take it right back. XGN's not playing together. It's the 2nd time we've seen the drone carrier go face first into school with his teammates just lagging behind him.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this XGN team has any teamwork, quite frankly. Vicious going to hit a 1-point throw. Still the lead 6-2 in favor of DT. DT playing from that least favorable side. Going to be looking to see if XGN can make a comeback in the second half. A minute to go. Looks like this will be the score going into the second half. Nobody in real position to make a play for the drone. And actually, as I say that, it's going to be 3 down for XGN on board with Stringos. He was trying to put down some shots with the bow on a player in the XGN base, trying to hold that drone behind car, taken out right away. Farmer Baker picking up 2 kills. It looks like Vicious gonna make a play over in the XGN base, gonna try and get behind enemy lines. XGN
can make something happen. There are only 2 players standing in their way. As long as he has a good escort, he could definitely make a point out of this situation. That's gonna be Pac-Man boosting and double jumping out. That's gonna be a dunk. That's what happens when you're on the advantageous side. As long as you run that route as you should with a teammate next to you, you shouldn't have any problems. They were also three XGN players surrounding the reset, so they're finally playing the reset the way they should be. Vicious is going to be able to stop Felony as he plays the next reset.
Yeah, it's going to be Colchan on your screen. Going to be trying to jump out fire window, pick up a kill. He's going to get shut down. Looks like Farmer Baker in the middle of the map doing some nice work with the bow. 16-9 in the first half of this game, really controlling the middle of the map. That's why you never saw XGN with any good drone control. And this map is going to go into the second half, 6-4 in favor of DT. Optic Gaming just won round 1 of S&D in Game 5 in the finals of G-Finity Masters versus Prophecy. Looks like Krim picked up 3 kills round 1. Apathy, the only one with some kills so far for Prof.
Apathy's such a strong player for that team. I mean, I think we have a great squad with half of TR and then Apathy. I mean, never mind Iggs, who is a great player, but just that's scary alone. Just having half of TR and then Apathy. That's a strong squad for Optic Gaming to have to beat in the finals right now.
Yeah, especially, they've won the last 2 maps, and looks like Optic Gaming is going to win this round as well. It's 4v2. It's Aqua and Agafen going up against all of OG. give you a little insight on what happens here. Nagafen picks up 1. Let's see what happens. This is actually really interesting. This player in hospital.
Oh, my mistake.
I would love to be controlling their codcaster. I'm trying to look at things that I can't look at. No, yeah, that one's it.
Train going by. That's what's going on IRL over here. I mean,
yeah, tell us what's going on in this game, Pox.
What's going on in this game? Well, XGN is just still not doing what they need to do. I mean, we got 3 players surrounding the drone spawn area, but it was played by, I didn't get to see who it was, but Pac-Man is in range to grab this. Now he just has to hope that his team will get in front of him so he can get a nice throw in to make this just a 1-point game. But someone is in range to intercept that. It doesn't look like anyone is going to be able to get the kill for him. Pac-Man putting some nice moves on around the statue, decides not to throw. Pac-Man had the throw right there. Maybe he was hoping it, maybe he thought it was going to be intercepted. I don't know, but that could have been a throw situation for him.
Yeah, very much could have been a throw situation for Pac-Man. Thought that would have been the best option. Alexa just going to go in for that 2-point score to tie it up. It's going to be a tie game, though, as XGN gets a 2-point play. It's going to be Ben Fearsome making his way through school. Going to throw that drone in for 1. Like the play out of Ben. So he's going to put DT up 1. And they win this, closes out the series. This was changed from a best of 3, best of 5. Players agreed on it. This would be a 3-0 clean sweep for DT.
I think we're going to see DT take this. They're only up by 1, but I could definitely see that lead getting a little bit steeper. I mean, we are seeing DT coming from the advantageous side of the map. All they need to do is just play that through school the way they should be. They played anything like they did on the unadvantageous side, then that should not be a problem for them. That's going to be Fearsome with the drone in hand, 4 versus 2 situation. 2 XGN players spawning up in the base, but he's going to be shot in the back by one of them. Decides to run through green. That's going to be Colchain, who then picks up a nice melee kill for the 2-piece before he is traded.
Yeah, nice trade out of the guys on DT. Felony trying to ward off the DT push here in the back alley. He's going to get team killed by Colchan. Going to be on board with Pac-Man. He's going to push down that back alley. He's going to get taken out by Farmer Baker. So we're going to be on board with Vicious, the drone carrier for DT. Looks like he's going to be able to dunk this one in for 2. So that's going to put DT up 3 here. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. XGN has a lot of work in front of him.
Just 2.5 minutes left. We could see DT decide to start playing the drone just a little bit. We haven't seen that play happen a lot recently where, when you see that you're outnumbered, but you can still pick up the drone, just throw it right on top of the garage. I think we've only seen that play happen once so far. Stringo going to be the one to pick up the 2-piece before he is traded by Pac-Man, who is still hovering on the middle map so that he can get that drone in hand. Just 1 player outside of the hospital who's not able to kill him. 1 player inside yellow who is actually going to be just out of range for another kill. Pac-Man could have an opportunity here, but that's going to be Baker that shuts him down. Vicious getting the 2nd kill to completely clear out the base.
Yeah, we are on board with Baker as he was in the middle of the map picking up those kills. Now he's going to be working his way into school, trying to lead the charge for DT. DT gets another 2-point here, Fox. This one could be over, quite frankly, and it looks like they're going to be winning the kill feed. Baker's going to pick up another one. Looks like the drone is picked up by Stringo, not able to be put in for 2.
Oh,
and that looks like Fearsome going to put it in for 2, and that should be it for DT.
That back green spawn could have worked out for XGN so well if they were able to get the kills. They stopped the first drone carrier. They just couldn't shut down the next. All they had to do was spam grenades around that drone. It was rolling around on the ground, but they couldn't do it. So it's looking like this game is going to go in favor of DT. I really don't see XGN picking it up and coming back.
Yeah, I don't see XGN really making a comeback in this one. A minute left, down 5. Pretty tough to come back from. BL Fire is going to pick up 1. He's going to get behind enemy lines in a quick update here. Game 5 at Gfinity Spring Masters. I told you it was 2-0 Opti Gaming. Currently 2-2 as Prophecy comes back, wins the next 2 rounds. Give you updates on what's going on with that all day, as actually it's going to be in the finals. So won't have many more updates on that one as the day goes on. We're going to be on board with Felony. Going to be middle street trying to get control of the drone for XGN. But I'm actually shocked. DT came out really, beat this XGN team pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, they just played it better. I mean, XGN, you saw they just had no solid teamwork. They almost seemed like they didn't understand just the basics of uplink, really. I mean, a lot of their misplays were just like day 1 stuff. Like, don't push, don't play with the drone by yourself. Don't rush ahead of your team. It's just like capture the flag. You have to have that escort.
Yeah, no, very poorly played by XGN. Seems like their teamwork was a little off. I think once this team kind of plays together more, sorts things out, I think they will be in a much better spot. But DT, they are going to move on to play against FaZe. Now, I believe that will be a quarterfinal matchup. Now, we'll try and bring that one to you right after this quick commercial break.